Do you ever feel like you're operating on a different frequency from everyone else? Have you been told you're too sensitive, that you think too much, or that you feel too deeply? What if these things you've been taught to see as flaws are actually the sacred markings of a profoundly awakened soul? What if your very nature is a testament to a higher form of intelligence, an intelligence of the heart that the world is only just beginning to understand? If this message finds you, know that it is not by accident. It is a divine confirmation. Stay with me, because what you are about to hear will validate the very essence of your being. And if this resonates with your soul, let us know in the comments by typing "I'm not crazy" and share this with others who need to hear that their sensitivity is not a weakness, but a superpower. Let's begin with the inner world, the sacred space inside your mind where entire conversations unfold before they are ever spoken. Do you find yourself rehearsing dialogues, playing out every possible response, every potential turn of phrase? The world might label this as overthinking, a symptom of anxiety. But the truth is, this is your soul practicing a form of divine communication. You are not just preparing words, you are aligning your energy. You are feeling into the future, mapping the emotional and energetic terrain of an interaction to ensure that your words land with precision, clarity, and grace. This isn't fear. It's a profound act of love. It is the deep, innate desire of a highly attuned being to connect, to heal, and to avoid causing even the slightest ripple of unintentional harm. It is your higher self, your divine intelligence, preparing the energetic ground for a meaningful exchange. This is not a flaw. It is the meticulous work of a spiritual architect, building bridges of understanding before a single word is uttered. You care about the impact of your energy, and that is a rare and sacred gift. This inner rehearsal often continues long after a conversation has ended. Do you find your mind replaying an interaction, obsessing over something you said or how you said it? You might lie awake at night, analyzing a single glance or a subtle pause, wondering if you were misunderstood, if you spoke too harshly, or if your truth was too much. Again, this isn't a sign of insecurity. This is your soul's sacred integrity check. It's the mark of a being who is acutely aware of their energetic footprint. You understand, on a deep subconscious level, that every word carries a vibration, and you feel an immense responsibility for the energy you put out into the universe. While others move on without a second thought, your soul lingers, combing through the moment, not to punish yourself, but to learn, to refine, and to ensure that your presence in the world is a source of comfort and light. You are not being dramatic. You are being deeply conscientious, a guardian of energetic harmony in a world that has forgotten the power of its own vibration. This profound awareness naturally extends to how you interact with others. Have you ever felt like a chameleon? Your personality subtly shifting depending on who you're with? Around one friend, you are vibrant and expansive. Around another, you become gentle and quiet. Some may call this being fake, but that is a profound misunderstanding of your divine gift. This is not about pretense. It is about resonance. You are a spiritual tuning fork. Your soul doesn't just read the room. It instinctively attunes to its frequency. You pick up on the subtle energies, the unspoken needs, and the emotional currents around you. And you adjust your own vibration not to manipulate, but to connect, to create a space of safety and understanding. You meet people where they are, making them feel seen and heard, without them even realizing why. Maz and Das and Das, 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 Das. This is a quiet superpower, an act of emotional translation that makes you a safe harbor for so many souls. And while you may sometimes wonder which version of you is the real you, the truth is, they all are. They are all facets of your magnificent adaptive soul, a soul that knows instinctively how to create harmony. Because of this deep care, you instinctively soften your words. You know the truth you carry, but before you speak it, your soul performs a sacred scan. Will this hurt them? Is this too much for them to hold right now? Can they receive this? In the spirit of love it is intended. And so, you gently cushion your words. You add a layer of kindness. You deliver the truth with a measure of grace that protects the heart of the person receiving it. This isn't about being dishonest or hiding who you are. It is about wielding your power with profound wisdom. You have witnessed how raw, uncalibrated truth can shatter someone, and you refuse to be a source of that pain. You understand that your words can be a balm or a blade, and you consciously choose healing. You are adjusting the potency of your message to match what another soul can handle. This is the art of a true spiritual guide, an emotional healer who knows that kindness and truth are not opposing forces, but divine partners in the dance of awakening. But this divine gift of empathy comes at a cost, doesn't it? Do you often feel utterly exhausted after being around people, even if it was a joyful occasion? You come home, and it feels like your entire system needs a hard reset, like your very soul needs a power nap. Nothing dramatic happened, no arguments or conflicts, yet you feel completely overloaded. This is because you are a spiritual empath. You don't just hear the words people say, you absorb their emotional noise. You feel the unspoken stress of the person next to you, the hidden tension between two people across the room, the collective anxiety of a crowded space. Your nervous system is like a high-definition receiver, picking up on frequencies that most people don't even know exist. This constant processing of unseen data drains your life force. You require more solitude than others, not because you are antisocial, but because you need sacred silence to cleanse your energy field and return to your own divine center. This sensitivity isn't a weakness, it's awareness in high definition. And like any high-resolution system, it simply requires more energy to run. This is because you don't just witness what other people feel. On some level, you become it. A friend tells you a sad story, and you feel a genuine ache in your chest. You see a stranger's joy, and a spontaneous smile lights up your face as if the joy were your own. This is emotional empathy in its purest form. The boundary between you and others can feel incredibly thin. Your mirror neurons are working overtime, creating a powerful affective resonance that allows you to sync with the emotional state of another. You are an open heart, a resonant chamber that amplifies the feelings of the world around you. This can be overwhelming, making sad movies unbearable and the evening news a source of deep pain. But it is also what makes you an incredible friend, a compassionate listener, and a source of profound comfort. You don't just sympathize with people, you feel with them. And in that shared feeling, you offer one of the greatest gifts of all: the relief of not being alone in their experience. This profound attunement to the feelings of others often manifests in a very specific habit: saying sorry all the time. You apologize when you're in someone's way for a split second, when you ask a question, or even when someone else seems uncomfortable. This isn't born from a lack of confidence, but from an excess of conscience. You are so attuned to the emotional atmosphere that you can feel the slightest shift into discomfort or tension. Your immediate soul-level reflex is to smooth it over, to restore harmony. Saying sorry is your way of sending out a little pulse of peace, a preemptive repair to the energetic fabric. You sense tension the way others sense a change in the weather. And when your internal barometer drops, your first instinct is to do whatever you can to bring the sunshine back, even if you didn't cause the storm. It's a testament to your gentle spirit and your unwavering commitment to maintaining peace. Finally, consider how you remember the past. You might not recall the exact words of a conversation from years ago, but you remember, with crystal clarity, how it felt. You remember the knot in your stomach, the warmth that spread through your chest, the way the air in the room suddenly felt heavy. For you, memories are not stored as sterile data files. They are encoded with emotional energy. You remember the vibrational fingerprint of a moment. Your soul archives feelings, not just facts. This is why certain moments stick with you so intensely: a throwaway comment that stung, a look that conveyed more than 1,000 words, a silence that was deafening. Your brain has filed these experiences under important because the emotional charge was so high. This is not a flaw in your memory. It is a higher form of it. It's what allows you to connect so deeply with people, to understand them on a level that transcends words. You don't just remember their stories. You remember the emotional essence of who they are. And that is a connection that can never be broken.